Oh, right here. See the scrape that she just walked?
Oh,
she just walked right over that scrape.
Yeah.
But with the hemlocks, then you got a little bit of scent too.
Yeah,
you got
right.
just that
A little bit of
aromatic
fragrance.
scent. Wouldn't say fragrance, but that scent, you know.
Yeah.
So they're coming down here and checking because there's a food field right here to the east of this spot. Now it looks like she sees me, but she's actually looking underneath the tree because there's deer under my tree.
Okay.
And as they're going into the field, she thinks, okay, it's okay, I can go in the field. But I heard something on top of the hill here.
Yeah.
Coming, and this is, look, you see, it's all
now,
hemlock.
is this coming back behind where she came from?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
They're coming down through this beautiful hemlock grove here.
Yeah.
And that's actually a nice side hill, and this stand works so well with a southwest wind because my wind is blowing out at an angle across the field, so the deer that make it past me here are good, and they don't show any alarm or anything.
That's classic northern Pennsylvania woods. You know, I mean, if you're down here in the southern section, not so much, but man, you get a lot of that hemlock, and it just reminds me of that forest up north.
So this particular hunt, I want to say it's that second or third week of October. So things are starting to kick into gear as far as the rut.
Yeah.
The bucks are definitely interested in the doe. Some of the doe are starting to turn and smell good to them.
Yeah.
So you got to be ready and on the edge of your seat when you start seeing like a mature doe.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a little nicer, a little older doe coming down.
Now, did you see that when she did that? Wait a minute, hold on, stop the press. Is that a spike?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, see that ear?
Yeah.
The way she flicked it back like that?
Right.
She hears something coming behind her.
Yeah,
and when she did that, I was like, okay, something else is coming down the hill.
Yeah.
So a lot of times what I do is I'll watch the other deer or the other animals, whether it's a deer or turkey in the field, and you can see those other animals are reacting to what's going on in the woods. So there's some of the best signals to tell you, get ready, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
But as I sat here, and this was funny because I'm hunting up with Rock, and he's probably half a mile away on another property. But it was our birthday, that's right, it's November 5th.
5th.
What am I saying, October? November 5th. So we're right in the start of the rut. It's happening.
Yeah.
Get ready. Be on your toes because they're coming. Anywho, I could hear deer moving. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
I could hear deer moving up across the top here.
Yeah, here we go.
And this is what I love again about this spot. But the only thing, Rob, is like you don't have a lot of time to get ready with this thick hemlock here.
Right.
Like if it's a shooter, you better be ready to shoot.
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of time. What was perfect about this scenario coming up is that scrape was right there.
Yeah.
And I'm not
now,
so sure.
Is that a scrape that you made, or is that?
I was just going to say.
Okay.
That was a scrape that they made, but I freshened it up.
Okay.
So I had some extra scent, and I freshened it up. And I saw this buck, which actually, Robbie, sits over there. It's on the wall.
Okay.
But for PA, that's a heck of a nice buck. In the area that I hunt, I took one glimpse at him with the binoculars and said, yep, I'm going to shoot him. Tail flick, they're moving. Whenever you see that tail flick, a lot of times it tells you that they're going to start moving. With the turkey, when they flap their wings back, when they settle their wings, they're going to move.
Yeah.
So there's the scrape.
Right.
The doe, everything perfect scenario.
You got it all right there.
That's 15 yards from the tree, and that's about perfect for my recurve. He comes up, hits the licking branch.
Oh.
Did you hear the arrow?
I did. Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
did it hit the?
There was a rock and a log right there and he bolted off. And it's funny because, you know, a lot of times you get so excited after you shoot something.
Yeah.
That that's when you got to really be calm and listen and look because so many things can happen right after that shot that you overlook. But
you're gonna get an idea where he's going and what's happening and
the direction. Yes, exactly. That noise you hear back there is cars because I'm right close to a major highway back there. and I shot a little bit far forward.
Yeah.
But they call that the vital V.
Yeah.
And all the good stuff, the hearts, the arteries coming out of the heart.
Yeah.
The lungs sit right there.
Yeah.
And it's all those vessels are concentrated right there in the front. So that's actually a really good shot. The only thing is you got to be careful because that humerus, that shoulder bone is pretty, tough to get through.
Yeah. And you're not shooting a compound bow.
No, sir.
So you're.
So I'm giving up a lot of kinetic, a lot of energy. I'm not getting that speed that the compound gets.
Right.
But what I try to make up for it with is I'm going to use a cut-on contact broadhead, 2-blade, but a heavy up front. They call it weight forward.
Yeah.
So when that momentum gets going and that 2-blade cuts, you can get some serious, because a lot of it's penetration. Penetration kills, but you can't, there's no substitute for accuracy. This poor
that's
guy,
the neat thing too about you shooting the recurve, because you got to get close. Everything's up close.
Exactly.
I mean, even when you're shooting bow and you're shooting a compound, you know, a lot of those guys, they're shooting out there pretty far.
Oh yeah, jeepers.
So,
some of them guys can reach out to 50, 60 yards and beyond with them compound.
I mean, you're trying to get like 15.
I'd like that's my ideal deer shot.
Right.
But now if I'm hunting turkey, if I can get them in 10 or better, that's even better for turkey, just because of the vitals.
Right.
But there was a nice little rut party going on.
Oh yeah,
deer chasing each other, some young bucks coming down.
Now is that the one we saw earlier? That's another one.
Yeah, that's another one. This is.
That's not a bad deer either for Pennsylvania.
Now, that's probably a 2-year-old deer.
Okay.
And in Pennsylvania,
they're going to shoot it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You let him go for rifle, and he's going to
be going.
Well, Swiss cheese.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Same scrape.
Yeah.
Stops and poses there.
Yeah.
And that licking branch, they love the hemlocks. They love the scrape under the hemlocks. But that's another nice and legal.
Yeah.
He looks like he's a little 8-point.
Yeah.
What is it? PA? They got to have 3 on one side.
3 on one side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. There's a good example of how they make that scrape. But yeah, I love scrape hunting. And if you can find one like that, you can see what can happen.
Right, yeah.
You got just about everybody in the neighborhoods.
Yeah, they're all checking
now
it
he's
out.
checking, this is right where I shot.
Oh, right.
So he's smelling either that deer left some kind of pheromone or whatever.
Right.
He's checking.
Look,
See,
the tail's going up.
He's even checking where which direction that deer went.
Yes.
I didn't even notice that. But now see, he's a little alert. He's like, did something happen here that maybe I'm not aware of?
Yeah, maybe that increase in some of that,
adrenaline or something that he released.
Yeah.
Now I know my arrow lays there somewhere too.
Definitely picked up on it.
But that's also interesting. See, I came into this stand from the east, so I walked in. I got rubber boots on. I do all that spray. Try to stay as scent free as possible. But you can see he's in something's up.
Answer me this. So when these doe came down, they didn't pay attention to it like he did.
No, absolutely not.
It was like he was on it.
Yeah,
after he checked his branch, after he checked that, he was like you said, you saw that he knew something was up.
And in Pennsylvania, like a 2-year-old buck, that's considered a mature deer and a trophy.
Yeah.
Because these deer in Pennsylvania, you're looking at 1 million hunters.
I was gonna say, how many hunters?
There's at least 1 million gun hunters that chase these guys around. So you have guys out in the woods constantly scouting, trail cameras, putting up food plots, quads, ATVs, all kinds of stuff, pushing these deer around, and they figure it out after a while.
Yeah. And it's tough in Pennsylvania anyway during archery, but when you get the rifle,
forget about it.
You sit in the woods, if you don't see orange, that's a miracle.
Look at Rob. What's he doing? The doe went right out in the field. He turned around and said,
that's right.
I'm out of Dodge. Something happened here that's against my right to live. So he said, I'm back up the hill.
He smelled something he didn't like.
Isn't that something? And that's a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
So can you imagine a 3-4-year-old or older buck in Pennsylvania? How are you going to kill them? They only show up at dark, so they're mostly nocturnal.
Now you're close to the rut though too, so that was really impressive what he did. But also, he might give in. And if he sees the right doe come down, he might say, "I'll take the chance."
Rob, he followed that doe down the hill. So if he was if I was going to shoot him, he'd have got himself shot right there.